transformation aspect of redemption. Redemption has different accomplishment, of which each of the accomplishment of redemption becomes so powerful that without one of the many, redemption is not complete. Redemption will be an incomplete project. It will be an uncompleted building if one of the elements are not there. So some of the things that redemption bring our way, the first one is transformation. Transformation is the translation to take a formation that is conformity with eternity. Transformation is the translation from corruption and from degradation. That's the first aspect of redemption. Also, in redemption, there is the empowerment package so that we can become what we should become. Nothing is made in the absence of power. There is a saying that Gary cannot obey the last order until you see hot water. There is an element of power that needs to be added to water for Gary to come out. If you use sentiment, it will not work. There is an element of power that must be added to the human life to make that life become what it should become. So a part of redemption brings the power to reality. Inside that power, we cannot manifest fruits, because without the power, just be theory. We'll just be speaking grammar and nothing is happening. Inside the power, we cannot manifest gifts. Inside the power, we cannot become a useful tool to the kingdom of heaven. Bible says the kingdom of heaven is not in words but in power. Inside the power, we cannot take our place and place things in their right places. You see, a demon is not supposed to be here. You take the demon out of where it is to the place it's supposed to be, which is the abyss. He said, you can command your mountains and then tell the mountain to go to yonder place. Mark 11:22-23. Then it will be so because of power. Because of power, we can now stand and withstand opposition. That's what redemption brought. Before now, nobody has the right to withstand satanic opposition. Every time Satan came, Satan was always having his way. Satan was always fulfilled. Satan, as he collected the mandate of rulership of the earth from man, became the taskmaster of man. Anything he wants man to do, he wants man to suffer, man begin to suffer. He wants man to regret, man begin to regret. He wants sickness for man, sickness just comes. But the power package of redemption, we now have the ability to stop the devil. Another aspect of redemption is access to the blessing and our inheritance. When Jesus died, Bible says he rose again, he ascended, he led captivity captive and then gives unto men. The gifts he gave to men in diverse form, blessings, inheritance, all to his glory. But without this redemption, the blessing that belongs to us, we wouldn't have accessed it. And then if you read Luke chapter 1 from verse 75 to 79, you will see the blessedness of redemption. And also the aspect of redemption that consider the future is that of hope of eternity. He said, only in this world you have hope. You have all men most miserable. So at this point we look at the first one, which is the transformative power of redemption. The aspect of transformation that redemption brought. And you look at that Ezekiel 36. If you look at that from verse 25, it started by the external, and you went to the internal, and then it now solidified all. But the external said, I will sprinkle clean waters upon you, then you shall be clean. In the internal, he said, I will do operation in your heart. I will take away the stony heart, and I will give you the heart of flesh. There is a heart that you cannot use to receive love. There is a heart that is too logical to accept the simplicity of scripture. He said, I will take away the stony heart from you. I will give you the heart of flesh. Then the final part of transformation, he said, I will put my spirit in your inward part. By putting my spirit in your inward part, that becomes the software that will make you to respond the way you're supposed to respond. And when those three things are perfected, transformation is perfected. Can I tell you this? If you look at that Ezekiel 37, transformation is a process. While transformation is automatic, it is still a process. For our spirit, it is automatic. For our soul, it is ongoing. For our body, it is futuristic. Transformation of this our human body, according to 1 Corinthians 15. If you read from verse 51 down, it shall be at the resurrection. Mortality shall put on immortality. So it's a process that's ongoing. For our soul, the transformation is from stage to stage. Romans chapter 12, verse 2. Be not conformed to this world, but being transformed by the renewing of your mind. So the renewal is a gradual, continuous process. So redemption is that spiritual surgery that removes the heart of stone and replaces it with the heart of flesh. For some reasons. Number one, so that we may live a purposeful life. Look at John chapter 16. John 16, 37. I have overcome the world. John chapter 16, verse 33. He said, he has overcome the world because the world have an overwhelming effect on the one that will bring a different state to it. Everybody is dressing half naked, you're not dressed normal. The world will attack you. Everybody signs 8 o'clock when they come to work, 10 o'clock. You sign 8 o'clock as you come, the world will attack you. He said, I have overcome the world. So for you to live in purpose, there has to be that transformation inside of you. But you have to know that the world is what you need to overcome, and he has overcome for us. John 18. Jesus knows his purpose. One reason for transformation is to live your purpose. To live inside your purpose. He knows that he must die. If he did not die, his purpose is not fulfilled. Jesus knows that if he feed all the people in this world, if he raised all the dead and he did not die, he did not go to the cross, his purpose will not be fulfilled. Then he must have taken a fruitless venture. So he told Pilate, in other words, I'm here not because of you people's manipulation and wickedness. My kingdom is not of here. If I am keen about my kingdom here, my disciples will come and fight for me. He was telling Pilate, it is not your activities that are keeping me here. It's not because you hate me that I'm here. It is not that your plots, it's not that your manipulation that get me. When you are transformed, you know what you are supposed to be. You know your assignment on it. You know what you are supposed to be doing. And then you stay in that purpose. A transformed man is a reformed man. A transformed man is a purposeful man. And anytime you leave the purpose, the provisions of the purpose leave you. The grace was upon John the Baptist to stay in the wilderness. When he left the wilderness, the grace left him. He went to town, he went to the king's office. They did not send you to the king's office. That's not your purpose. And when he went, he did not come back until his head was carried in a charger. Number 2 reason for transformation is to glorify God. John 17, look at verse 4. John 17, verse 4. Have you seen it? I have glorified thee on earth.
I have finished the work which thou hast given.
I have finished what you have given to me. When a man is transformed, he will glorify God. God's assignment is not much about our position. It's rather about how we use our position to accomplish glory to his name. God's heart cry is looking at how that position that we are will be used to glorify his name. Your position is meant for you to shine wider and brighter, and to glorify his name. And transformation is the foundation. Anywhere you find yourself, the degree to which you are transformed means the degree to which you will glorify God. Anywhere you find yourself, the degree to which you are transformed will determine the degree to which you will stand for God. Have you allowed God to finish that surgery in your life? Is some part of your heart still stony? Every time we need to pause and think about the things that proceed from our hearts. Every time we need to act whether we are really living the transformed life, whether our hearts is not bringing otherwise to our life. A man that argues with God when God sends him message, his heart still has some quantity of stones. A man that sees evil and go and do it, his heart still has some quantity of stones. He said, I will remove the stony heart. God is the one to do it, but you are the one to let him. A man that knows what to do that is right, that will not do it. Bible said to him, he says, see, such a man still has some element of stone in his heart. A man that will tell lies without being afraid. A man that will oppress his neighbor without being afraid still have some element of stone in his heart. Every one of us need to beg the Father, Lord, perfect the surgical operation that you have promised. Finish the operation of my heart that you have promised. There are some Christians, the thing that come out from their hearts, you will wonder whether they actually met Christ. This is a process, as I told you. And the process is, when a man comes to God, he becomes a follower. From a follower, he becomes a disciple. And the disciples, the Bible says they were in one place, they were there for, is it 10 days? And then they were first called Christians. So they were there for about a month in Antioch. And then from being disciples, you become a Christian. That's why Paul said, my sons in whom I travail in pain until Christ be formed in you. They have become followers, they have become disciples, but Christ is not yet formed in the transformative process. So after being disciple, you become a Christian. A Christian, that name was not called by believers, it was called by outsiders. A Christian is somebody that outsiders can identify by virtue of the transformation. And then Jesus said to the disciples, I no longer call you servants, but henceforth I call you friends. You become a friend of God. There is no other position that is higher to this other one when you are called the sons of God. As many that receive him, to them he gave power to become the sons of God, even to them that believe in his name. That's John 1:12. Receiving him is a process. You graduate and become son. A son cannot be given. A child is born. He will graduate and become a son that can be given. You can't give a child because a child is not profitable. A son is profitable to the kingdom. A son can be sent message in the kingdom. And when they send a son message, he will come back surely with results. A son can be dependable. There's no fear for the father, on the part of the father for the son. There's no fear. A son represents the interest of the father. When we get to that stage, then we become steady, stable, and useful for the kingdom. We no longer serve ourselves. We now serve the purpose of the kingdom.